What's up, everybody? Um, in this video, I want to talk about your most important asset. I'm gonna just record this while I walk through the park. This is actually like a horse trail. I love, absolutely love nature. And yeah, I was actually on the way to the store, and this thought just popped up into my head, you know, like how cool it would be. And check this out, to make a video. Oh my goodness, this is so incredible. To make a video like while at the park or something, and in the woods. And yeah, so anyway, your most valuable asset. Some might think, I think most people would probably think, if I was to ask, what's your most valuable asset? They would, I don't know, maybe say like their house or their car, or, something materialistic. But I'm going to offer a different spin on that, and suggest that your most valuable asset is not materialistic at all. Your most valuable, most precious, and priceless asset, regardless of who you are, it's the same for everybody. And that is your energy. So what is so valuable and precious and priceless about your energy? Well, it is through your energy that everything you create in your life is created. Your life right now is what it is because of your energy. Your life in the future will be whatever it may be, good or bad, because of your energy. So look at this. So what is energy? Like when I'm saying energy, look how, oh, that is so incredible. When I'm talking about energy, let's break that down. Like what exactly am I referring to when I say energy? Well, it's important to understand that everything is energy. Okay? Now, as it applies to you, your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts, your words, your imagination, what you believe, all of these things are energy. And the powerful thing about energy, what makes your energy so precious and priceless and so valuable, is your energy is a creative power. It is through your energy that all things are created. And nothing is created without energy. Now, well, it's starting to get muddy over here, so I think I might just pull up a log and cop a squat. But, okay, now keep in mind what I just said. Remember that your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, your words, your imagination, your beliefs, all these things are energy, okay? And it's creative energy, okay? So this is why this is your most precious and valuable priceless asset. This looks like a good spot over here. Okay, so all the energy that you put out into the universe is multiplied and returned to you. Okay? Everything. Every thought, every feeling, every emotion, every word, your beliefs, everything that you put out into the universe is multiplied and returned back to you. So let's get into some examples. I got a perfect one because this just happened to me yesterday. Right? I was in the store and it was really weird. But I'm able to recognize it for what it was. I was able to, recognize it for what it was, and I did the right thing. I protected my energy. But I'm in the store, and this lady, I'm standing in line, and this is like quarantine and stuff, and so they, to get to a register, they have created a line that you have to stand in, and you wait in that line until someone calls you. Register 6 is open, register 7 is open. Or the store I was in, there's also a person at the front of the line. Are you paying with cash or card? And then based on your answer, she'll direct you to the line for you to go to, right? So I'm in line, and this lady, she just casually walks by me and stands in front of me, right? Like, she did it so cool. Like, it was so cool the way she did it. Like, I was confused for a minute. Like, I'm looking around like maybe she was in line. Like, maybe I cut her. And I'm thinking about it, I'm like, no, that's not what happened. She definitely cut me. And so, I slid by her and, got in front of her. I was like, excuse me, you cut me. I was standing in line, right? And my son's girlfriend was with me. So, I got in front of the lady, and so we standing there, we talking, we get called up, and then, pay for our stuff, and we leave. So the lady that cut me, that was now behind me, she only had one item, right? So she went through the checkout really quick. And as soon as we checked out, she checked out, but she was still behind me. And so, I guess she was in a rush or whatever, and she's behind, and all three of us are walking to the exit, and she's behind me, and she like, watch out. She tells me to watch out. I'm like, man, this lady got to be on drugs or something. There's something going on. But, I was able to I knew what it was, right? And she was like, watch out. And then she was like, she seen that watch out didn't work. So then she was like, excuse me. And, she said it multiple times. And then, I stepped out the way and she slid by. Boom. Right? So my son's girlfriend was like, Pops, I like to fight, right? And I think she might have been getting a little irritated by this woman. And so I'm like, no. You look, protect your energy. Just because she may be having a bad day or whatever, that doesn't mean you have to have a bad day. Don't allow someone that's having a bad day cause you to have a bad day, right? And I didn't get real deep with that with her, but she calmed down. She was cool. She was definitely a little bothered by it. And the whole time I'm working on me, like trying to make sure I stay cool and calm, and I'm protecting my energy, because there was definitely a part of me that was agitated by that. Like, I wanted to I wanted to kind of escalate that situation, but protecting my energy was more important. Why? Because first, it's important to understand that whatever she did, her behavior towards me, that has nothing to do with me. And furthermore, it has nothing to do with how I respond. Okay? And what I mean by that is, however I choose to respond, I'm putting energy out into the universe. Not just energy, but creative energy. Right? Which means whatever I do, however I respond to that, that energy is going to be multiplied and returned back to me. Okay? So when you understand this, and you're thinking about what type of life you want for yourself, the type of life you want to create for yourself, and things like that, it's important to pay attention to the energy you're putting out into the universe, because every day, every moment of the day, you are in creative mode, whether you realize it or not. And you are creating through the energies that you're putting out into the universe. So I could have responded to this lady nasty, and in my mind, I could have justified it, like, and it was definitely a hit to my ego. One, because she's a woman, right? Two, I felt she was very disrespectful, and there's probably some other things in there, but none of that matters in my life. Now, the way she was towards me, that's her energy that she was putting out into the universe. That's gonna come back to her. But the way I respond is my energy that I'm putting out into the universe that's gonna come back to me. So, if say I could have got disrespectful back and blah blah blah, it could have turned into an argument, could have turned into a fight. Hey, she was kind of big too. Like, she looked like she lift weights. Like, she might have gave me a run for my money if it would have if it would have went there. But that's all energy that's being put out into the universe. It's creative energy. So when I'm thinking about the type of life that I'm creating for myself, drama is not a part of it. BS is not a part of it. I'm trying to be as happy as possible and live my best life. I'm trying to live the best life I possibly can. I want a life of peace. and joy and happiness and abundance, right? And I want those things to be the norm, not just every now and then. Like, that's every day, all day. Happy and joyful, abundance, prosperity, success. Drama doesn't fit into the life that I'm creating for myself. And problems like that don't exist, or issues or whatever, strife, conflict, yada, yada, yada. So, I'm like super, thankful to have been able to be mindful of exactly what was going on, right? And to not let that situation bother me. And I didn't even talk about it. I wanted to post about it on Facebook and all these things, and I'm just constantly having to check myself, like, nope, like, don't do it. Don't do it. Because you're giving energy to that situation, right? You're giving your attention to that situation. Whereas you could be giving your energy and your attention to something much better, something much more productive, the creative process, right? So if I'm talking about that, but I could be talking about success and prosperity and abundance and, being in excellent health and, all the things that I'm creating for my life. How you use your energy is everything. You are always, always creating your life based on the energy that you are putting out into the universe. Like, that is so powerful. I mean, just think about your life right now. Your life is not a product of somebody else. It's not a product of, I don't know, your job or like whatever. It's so common for people to, point blame at others for the way their life is. Like, if they're, say for example, they're struggling financially, they may blame their job because their job isn't paying them enough, or they may blame the government. If a person is unhappy, they may blame a family member, a spouse. If a person is stressed out, right, again, they could blame the job for, putting so much pressure on them and having to meet deadlines or whatever it is. Just life situations, you could blame life. People tend to point the finger at everyone and everything for the way their life is, except for themselves. And external situations, anything outside of you, other people, circumstances, none of these things are responsible for your life not being what you want it to be. There's only one thing responsible, and that's your energy. And you're in control of that. No one else is. So, and how you respond to things, that has a lot to do with that. Well, that has everything to do with your mental programming, which I talked about in another video. And I think I'm going to make another video, like a part 2, because there's a lot more to be said about that. The reason I was able to respond the way I responded to the woman in the store is because of my mental programming, how I've changed my mental programming over the years, and because of that, I didn't get disrespectful, which is how I used to be. I get disrespectful back in a minute. I didn't do that. I didn't say nothing. And I, quickly put it out of my mind. And, it would pop up occasionally. And as soon as it would, I just put it out of my mind and think about something else. because you are always creating. I am always creating through the energies that I'm putting out into the universe. The thoughts I'm thinking, that's energy, right? So I don't need that situation on my mind. Why would I be thinking about it anyway? Right? A lot of times you be like, you think about what I should have did and what I should have said and, how I should have handled, it don't matter. It's over with, right? And if, my mind is consumed with stuff like that, then, the stuff I'm going to create is going to be the type of stuff that support what I'm thinking about. So, your greatest work in life, really, is to consciously direct your energy and properly use your energy to create the life that you want for yourself. You don't create the life that you want for yourself by getting, having 25 jobs and working 23 hours a day and blah, 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 all this stuff and getting a bunch of degrees. And that's not how you do it. You create the life that you want for yourself through your energy, through guarding and protecting your energy and consciously, purposefully, intently directing your energy, towards the things that you want to create. Which means, whatever you want to create, that's what you're thinking about. That's what you're imagining and visualizing. That's what you're talking about. That's what you're seeing. That's what you're feeling. You can experience it before you actually experience it. You can experience it through your imagination. You can feel it through your imagination. You can live it through your imagination. And by seeing and experiencing it and living it and feeling it, like in an invisible reality, you bring it into your physical reality. It's so important. So important. Like the most valuable, precious thing that you have, your most valuable, precious asset is your energy. Right? So if you walk around miserable, sad, depressed, that's what you're creating. You're creating more of that. Right? If you walk around complaining, you're creating more of that. Right? If you're angry and hateful, you're creating more of that. You're bringing more of that into your life. Right? Your situations, your circumstances, all, things that you experience, you're creating every day, throughout the day, based on the energies you're giving off. So if you're walking around joyful and happy and calm and at peace and grateful and thankful, you're creating more of that. And that amounts to more good things in your life. Right? That's going to bring more things in your life that you want. Whereas if you're complaining and you're angry and hateful and depressed and miserable and all that, you're bringing into your life more things that you don't want. And you're bringing into your life more things that will give you more reasons to be miserable about and angry about and depressed about and complain about. There's nothing in your life more valuable than your energy. So guard it, protect it. Don't let nobody get you out your hookup. Nobody. Don't give no one that type of power over your life. Please don't do that. Don't give people that type of power. Somebody could say something and trigger you, and boom. Now you could have been having a great day, and now you're putting all this bad energy out into the universe, and you're creating your life, you're creating your tomorrows, you're creating your futures when you're doing this. Don't give people that type of power. Okay? That's it for this video. I actually got a little more I could say, but I'm kind of I don't want to run out of memory or anything. Like, it happened earlier. I recorded this video, and then, you know, I ran out of memory or data on my memory card or whatever. So I'm gonna end this here. Quit while I'm ahead. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hey, show some love. Okay, like and subscribe to my channel. I plan on posting content every single day, and this stuff that I'm sharing, this stuff changed my life. Like, this stuff changed my life, and I talk about this in my book to my kids, everything I've learned in 46 years. If you want to check it out, I got a website. It's www.changelivespublishing.com. You can read a little bit about the book. There's a sample on there. Yeah, definitely, if you want to purchase it, there's you could get it off that site. That's the only place you could get it right now. But yeah, hey, show me some love, and help me get my likes up and get my subs up and everything, and I guess gain exposure on YouTube, cause man, I'm trying to change the world. I'm one person at a time. The same way I totally transformed my life, and I may make a video about that one day, because it's absolutely miraculous where I came from to where I am now. And I don't like seeing people suffer, and I'm wanting everybody to live their best life. So that's the whole purpose behind these videos. So yeah, give me a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, drop some comments, holler at me, send me a message, all that good stuff. And until the next video, I'll see you later, and I'm out.